Hi everyone, welcome to Techpragna. My name is Ashwini. Today we'll discuss about the software testing. Before understanding the software testing, first we need to understand what is the testing. Testing means checking the quality of a product, whether it reaches my expectations or not. We'll see once then how we can test the product. With the help of the pen, I'm able to write it or not. It is a writable or not. How color it is, which color it is, and how is the grip it is. So we are testing. Before buying the product, we are testing in all the way. Like it is reaches my expectations, then only I'm buying the product. So what is my expectations here? It should be smooth and it should be good color, and also with the help of this pen I'm able to write it very nice. Then only I'm buying the product. So similarly, before launching product to the customer, we need to test that application, whether it is working according to the customer requirement or not. Why we need to do this? Why? Because if any defects is there in the application, no one going to use that kind of application. For example, we'll see your small application. If I want to click on this Facebook, I should get on a Facebook page. We'll see it is working fine or not. If I click on the Facebook link, I'm getting Amazon, right? So here what happened is not meets my expectations. If I click on the Facebook page, I should get on a Facebook page only, right? So here I'm getting Amazon. As the end user, they are not going to use the Facebook. In that case, customer getting a severe loss. In order to avoid this kind of situations, before launching product to the customer, we need to test that application. That is called it as a software testing. In software testing, we have two types of the software testing. One is the manual testing and another one is the automation testing. Manual testing, man only involving in the testing because he need to find the defects in the software and its application is working according to the requirement or not, and he going to test against to the requirement. It should not work against to the requirement. By doing this, we get in a high quality product. Why? Because at end user, we are only using that application. So that is the reason we get in a high quality product. By doing this, we get in a one main severe impact. We take our time a lot. In order to avoid that, we'll shift to automation. In automation testing, we are writing the script with the help of the programming language and our automation tool. We can write the code, and once we run that code, it automatically tests that application and gives the true or false. It means test case pass or fail. So like that it gives the report and as well as. In that reason, every company what they are doing, first they do the manual testing and after done the manual testing, they are shifting to automation. Like this happens in the company. So today we'll discuss about the manual testing. In manual testing, we have many contents HTML and STLC and also test execution, Jira and live project. So first we'll discuss one by one. SDLC. SDLC means is a software development lifecycle. It is a step-by-step process to develop an application. It means in order to develop one application, we need to follow this procedure. Why we need to follow this procedure? Why? Because we need to know the estimation time and what is the cost of this project and how many resources required and what and all technologies I need to adapt. We need to plan. Then only we need to commit whether we need to take a project or not. Then only we decide. And in this we have these many modules: waterfall, spiral, V&V, prototype, customize, hybrid and agile. So why we need all those different types? Why? Because is a different types of customers came into the company. So in order to we need to filter it. So which type of requirements we are going to adapt in different types modules. For example, here waterfall module. When the customer wants a small term project and he is sure about the requirement, in that case we go for a waterfall module. Next one is a spiral module. When the customer giving the requirement in a stage by stage, one stage after another stage. In that case, we go for a spiral module. When the customer giving the requirement in a like this, we go for a spiral module. And next one is a V&V module. When the wants a high quality project and long-term product, in that case we go for a ENV module. And whenever prototype module, whenever the customer wants, he don't know the requirement, he don't know anything about the application, in that case we go for a prototype module. And customized module, we are only deriving our own module, that is called it as a customized module. Hybrid module, it is a combination of two modules, we call it as a hybrid module, like the spiral and prototype, VNV and prototype. And while doing this traditional module, while adapting this traditional module, we get one drawback, means we cannot launch product 2 to 3 years, before 2 to 3 years. So that is the reason, so every company nowadays adapting this agile methodology only. In this, we can develop a application and we launch the application within a short period of the time. In that case, every company adapting this agile module. I told in previously, time. In time, we are testing in a different way. Like that, in application also, we are testing in a many different way. White box, that we will see now. White box testing, black box testing, and gray box testing. White box testing means testing the each and every line of the code, that is called it as a white box testing. Why we need to do this white box testing? Why? Because developers, they are writing a lot and lots of lines of the code. Each and every line is perfectly working fine or not, they need to check. That is called it as a white box testing, like a conditions, for loops or any loops working fine or not, and one page to another page interconnection is working fine or not, and how much time it takes to executing the code. So like that, we are testing the application, that we call it as a white box testing. And black box testing, testing the behavior of an application and the functionality of an application, we call it as a black box testing. And in this we have many types of the testing: functional testing, integration testing, system testing, head-off testing, acceptance testing. So like that, we have many types of the testing. So we'll discuss 2 to 3 testings here now. So first one is the functional testing. How we can do the functional testing? Functional testing means testing the each and every component thoroughly. We call it as a functional testing. For example, what is a core component here? New customer name, gender, date of birth, address, city, state, PIN, mobile number, email ID, password. So these and all the components. So we are checking the each and every component thoroughly, that we call it as a functional testing. Let's see how we are doing the testing here. So for first name component, there is a requirement, it should be accept only alphabet. We'll see, first we need to test the application according to the requirement is working fine or not. We'll see if it is working, because I'm not getting any error message. If I enter a number, see, I'm getting the error message, numbers are not allowed. If I use the special characters, I'm getting the special characters, it should not be allowed. Right here, customer name should not be blank. Like this, I'm getting. So means like this, in this way, I am testing in a one component thoroughly, that we call it as a functional testing. Next one is the integration testing. Integration testing, in the sense, is the data flow between the two modules is working fine or not. Here I am going to fill all the details, my name, gender, and date of birth, address, city, state, and all. By mistake, I entered our address wrongly. Because after that, what happened? I need to edit the customer details. How can I edit here? I need to click on the here, I need to enter the customer ID and then submit. I can edit the customer details here. Means I can edit my details. So I entered all the details in a new customer. I am getting my details in a edit customer. How it is done? With the help of the data flow. Means if two data flow is working fine or not, that is called it as a integration testing. Next one is the system testing. System testing means end-to-end testing. It's starting from new customer, editing, deleting, new account, editing account, delete account, deposit, withdrawal, fund transfer, change password, balance, inquiry, and statement, customer statement, log out. So what and all things is doing one manager, he able to do it frequently or not, That is called it as a system testing, is able to handle it or not, that we call it as a system testing. And like that, we have many testings like a usability testing, whether the application is able to, means user friendly or not, and Globalization, when the application is developed multiple languages, if the application is working all languages or not, like that we have many types of testing we'll discuss later. And gray box testing. Gray box testing, it means the testing of code and functionality of an application, whether the when who are good in a programming, that particular test engineer is going to do. Testing the code and also functionality of an application, that is called as a gray box testing. So we'll see here STLC. STLC in the sense what software test life cycle. In order to test one application, we need to follow this stages. Why we need to follow? Because if I get the build, I should not I should not stop, because I need to plan before itself. So for that reason, I go with the SDLC. In this, we have many stages: system study, test plan, writing the test cases using Jira and Excel, and traceability matrix, test cases, execution, bug tracking, test report, and retrospect meeting. First one is a system study. In system study, here we are discuss about the requirement. We need to understand the requirement properly. Once we need to understand the requirement, because we need to test the application properly. That is the reason we need to understand the requirements properly. And test plan. Here we are planning the things. Which feature I need to test now, which feature I need to test last, and which bug tracking tool I need to use, which automation tool I need to use, which is the best for this project. So like that I'm doing. That is called as a test plan. And writing the test cases means I already showed some scenarios. If a customer's name, I should enter a alphabet. So and alphabet Ashwini K and 1 2 3 Ashwini K and blank. So like this, I'm making the scenario and documenting the scenario with the help of Jira and Excel. We will teach both. And traceability matrix, it is a very important thing. Why? Because we make sure about each and every requirement it got at least one test case. Because we need to test application perfectly. So that is the reason we are doing this traceability matrix. And next stage is the test case execution. Here we are writing what and all scenarios we did. Once I got the build from the developer, we are executing the testing. Means we are testing a actual application here. We are spending a lot of time here. That is called as a test execution. And we are testing application in the sense we get a bug. That means is a bug tracking. If we find the bug, we need to report to the developer. We need to report to the developer. Why? Because he don't know that mistake. So once he received that, what is happening? He doing or not? He fixed or not? So he postponed or not? So like that, we need to know all those things. That we call it as a bug tracking. And next stage is a test report. So what and all test cases I wrote, how many test cases passed, how many test cases failed, and what and all test cases I can't execute now when I'm executing. So everything I need to report to the team lead. And that is called as a test report. And next to last stage is the retrospect meeting. Retrospect meeting in the sense what here we conduct a meeting is called as a retrospect. Means we discuss here what and all good things we did, what and all bad things we did in the complete project. So we make the document, and the next project we should follow only the good things. That is called as a retrospect meeting. See here, we'll find one bug right here. If I click on the Facebook, I'm getting the Amazon. That we should inform to the developer. How we can inform with the help of the Jira. Jira is a bug tracking tool. Here once I open the Jira, I'm getting my to-do list. Means what and all things I need to do today. So now I'm doing in a sense I'm putting in a progress. If I done with the sense I'm putting in a done. This way we are doing here. And once I want to create a bug report now. So how I can create? Clicking on the create button, I can create a bug report. See here I should select the bug, and also so here I need to give the summary of that bug. See here if I click on that, I'm getting this kind of thing. It should not be like that. I should give the description here, and step by step I should give. Means in the first step I entered this URL and I clicked on this link. I'm getting this page. So like this, I need to give the description about the bug. And here I should mention a priority, severity of a bug. And here I should mention a environment, in which environment I tested. So like that, I need to mention. Here attachment. I should take the screenshot of the first report and I should send it to the developer because it is a proof, one of the proof. So after that we need to assign to the particular developer. Means we can't directly assign to the developers. First we need to assign test lead and senior developer. They are going to assign particular engineer to that bug. Then we click on the create, it will create the bug. We'll see whether we already created that bug, whether it is fixed or not. We'll see now. See, here is a Facebook S bug is created now, right? So my status is what done. Means they are fixed that bug. We'll check whether fixed or not. Yes, this is my application. Once I click on the Facebook, I should get in a Facebook. Yes, now I am getting the Facebook. Means they did the job. That's why they put in a done. So like this we are using in a Jira. And lifetime project, this is a lifetime project, this is a banking project, means manager what he going to do in the in the bank. It is completely related to the banking application. When a new customer came to the bank, what happened? And new account is created, what happened? Some deposits happened, some withdrawal happened, some fund transfers is happened. So like that, manager he need to maintain all the records. So that is the reason. So this application is developed here. So here version 4, we are using this version 4, version 1 and 2 is the done already. So we done with the, we are doing now version 4. How is the functionality, how is the behavior, and which type of testing, where I need to do, when I need to do. So we'll discuss all those things in a later. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. Thank you guys. Have a nice day.